Engineer. Ah, Helena, the engineer.
Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes, it would seem.
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed.
Can you do that with mithril? I thought it was resistant to that.
Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode.
Oh, that's not
This
good.
is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why?
And,
If
you know, making
sea or
a
rainwater
boat.
were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing.
I was
The
just
thing
there.
is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there.
Am I gonna have to kill it?
It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Alright then, let's go kill something. It's always killing you. Just can't go somewhere and get what I need, right? Where it... Ah, it's not even close to this. Oh, what is this? Ah, those markets, yes. Alright then, let's go.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Oh, yes, the war. Man, I hope this place is still around after that. I kind of like it.
You know what you have to do.
I won't let you down.
That his lordship's vultures should be found circling the village can mean only one thing. That he means to strike at us before we can strike at him. There is no time to lose. The final stage of our plan must be put into motion.
Yeah, but who's in charge? That well, he kind of said what it is, but the thing is, like,
If you're ready.
all right, hold up, got a little bit lost. Like, I know he said just, but the fact that he took over the black shields. Like, is there even a Rosaria left? Because that kingdom, you know, it got fucking wiped. The one that kind of was in charge was the Clive's mother, but she just doesn't care at all.
Come on. Faster.
Maybe if I actually read the stuff involving the books and whatnot, it might tell me who's in charge or whatnot. Nah, these guys are not the issue. Oh, god damn it. Can you guys not see? I need to talk to some people. Jesus Christ, some fucking nature. Oh, hey, Helena. How did you get here before
There
this?
you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
I don't see anything from over here, but
I'll be right back.
I wonder what piece we're gonna need. So what's the creature, huh? Hello? Anyone here?
Anybody home?
Oh, there's a chest over there. I'll have to remember to get that. Oh,
This must be our unwanted
that's it?
visitor.
I feel a little disappointed, but okay.
Time to go.
You want to do it again? Alright. That's what happens when all you do is just shoot magic at people. What is that spell he shoots at me?
No.
What? What just happened there? Oh, I was out of that game. Where's the... Why would you let me open the menu? That was bullshit. I was not inside that spell at all. Oh shit, that was like wrong spell.
Too slow.
I wish it lock on faster. It would be so much better. I'm tired of your spellcasting ways. Die!
You're finished.
Enemy slain. He ought to be. Ain't getting anything good from him.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Thank goodness.
You guys could have handled this.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely
Oh, right, I
back
get
to the
that chest.
hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Quest complete. The Eye of the Warrior increases strength tonic by 10 seconds. I don't even use that. I should probably use that more than the iron skin one. Alright, while they're doing that, where's that chest? Should be... No, wait. Oh, it's further back this way, okay. Alright, so that take care of the top part, so all that's left is the inside. Ooh, meteorite. Oh, baby! Once we get this done, we're gonna have our own goddamn ship, and we're gonna have so much fun. It's gonna be the party cruise. Gonna get all the hot girls. Gonna go sailing. Gonna be drinking all of the pina coladas. Let's see. Alright, so what do you need for the last piece of the engine? At this point, I think it's just the insides.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
I like how you said that.
Excellent.
Just like, that's her
Well
name,
done,
by the
well
way.
done.
Helena.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Yeah. We could ask
Well, if I
LeBeau.
were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Harpocrates.
Thames? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him? See what he makes of it?
Why do you wait until I come back
Right away.
to do your... It's like this girl doesn't want to leave the workshop. A lot of this could have just been solved if, you know, at once if she just spotted to leave the spot. Okay, let's see what we got going on. Oh, how you doing, Joe?
It's good to have you back. I was worried.
All right then.
Harpocrates, do you have the moment?
When you look for some, I don't know, weird, obscure
Well,
material.
actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Thermal shielding designs.
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
I don't know. They look like chicken
She has
scratch to
some
me.
specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
Oh,
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of
pitch.
I see.
What?
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it...
It
Whoa.
might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer.
God, can you...
would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the
Can you
specifics of how it
imagine,
might be
like,
most
having
effectively
to
put use with our two
put like a
friends?
protective wax
The
on
knowledge
castle
of the
walls
past
just to make
may
sure
yet prove
dragons
useful to we of the modern era.
don't melt down your
Thank you,
goddamn
Hippocrates.
walls?
Since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable
You know what? I
hands,
think
Clive.
I will take I think I'll take the medic, because I'm gonna be hanging out with Jill for a long time.
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done with some of that on Drustinus.
Yeah, well,
I
that's
doubt
a long
I
time
would
ago.
have survived that place with or without it. A trip to Northreach, though, I think either of us could handle.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Yeah, why not? I'm not sure if I should get that hangover.
All right. So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Garlic. Conch shells. Are
Ooh,
you sure this is the right list?
delicious.
Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
And it
Though
sounds
these
good.
items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
I like the idea that
Alright. Stay
you can
safe.
just go to the local supermarket just to gather the ingredients to make a paste that's basically
See you
fireproof.
later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
Ugh, this entire quest, this entire part of the story has just been nothing but like a massive fetch quest for a girl that could have gotten things started on her own, but she just didn't want to get out of the goddamn,
Where's Talia?
little,
talk at the glass gate.
you know, get out of her little shop.
Welcome.
What do you have that's new? The birth of the earth, raging fist. Oh, I don't have that skill yet.
Fine day to you.
Them pilchers nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on these.
Spoiling another catch.
Hey, Tarja.
There you are, Talia.
Tarja.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What shall I look for?
Onions.
Let's see now.
Garlic.
Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts?
Hell
Meet me by
yeah.
the gate when you've got them.
Ah, man, I don't know why, I'm in the mood for bread. Garlic bread sounds good, but still. Hello, fine sir. Do you happen to have nuts?
What do you want?
Ah, pepio nuts, exactly what I was looking for.
If that's what you want.
Thank you, sir.
Good riddance.
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford?
Hello, hello, hello. You got some onions for me, my
Any
master?
friend of the innkeeper is
Garlic.
a friend of mine. Ah, yes.
That should do it. Hopefully Talia's finished too.
Fresh cuts.
Shouldn't be too hard. Literally went grocery shopping for this part of the quest.
Well, did you find everything?
I got
I
nuts
did.
and garlic. Pepio nuts. I'm not even sure if those are real or not.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done.
Is that real? I
We
wonder.
should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting.
Is there something else?
But we're not in too much of a rush, are we?
No.
Quick chat.
Alright, what you need? Tarja. She gonna make, oh shit, she gonna make a move on me?
Do you
I
know?
you lucky bastard.
I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I know, right?
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back.
Huh.
Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday.
Funny how things kind of repeat themselves, right?
Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Taya,
For what?
for everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But
Could you
in the spirit
imagine
of sharing
not
and
appreciating your
caring,
doctor? The only person that keeps you alive when you go
you're
dangerous missions.
appreciated too, by all of us.
Now kiss. Mwah. Mm-mm.
Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
You know, though, I gotta wonder exactly how often do you have to make reapply this moon dew? Because I think you have to keep reapplying it. There's no way it's just, you know, or is it like a one? You just gotta put like one really good coating. It's gonna be.
Nah. How Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Nah, I feel like you'd have to play it several times. Probably part of ship maintenance at that point. Old man, do you have my goo?
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding
Selling
itself?
all that drugs
Work is
to the
underway,
royalists and imperialists.
under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Oh, and Clive.
Yeah.
It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
Next weekend, baby. I'll pencil you in.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Yeah, but how are you gonna test flames that intense? Do you have anything that can produce something that intense?
Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Once again, I get to report to you know what? Kupkut's dead and we're on our way to building a brand new engine. How about we celebrate a little bit?
What can I get you, Sid? Honestly, Sid, you're too nice for your own good. Do you hear that, ladies and gents? The next round's courtesy of the realm's most benevolent outlaw.
Woo! Beer! Would it be mead? I think it's beer.
Don't be a stranger, Sid.
Alright, let's see if we can get this underway. Wonder if we'll get it till...
We're seeing troops amassing at every door.
I want to see the finished product. I want to see the ship. Now I want to know if we're going to get an airship. Because, God, you're teasing me on the fact that we're inside one. Or what you think is one, anyway. Although it's hard to tell exactly what it is the way it's like... I think we're still outside its hull, technically, for the most part. Alright, Mid. I did all your work for you.
Pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
The what now? The Black Hammer? What is that? Is that it? No, you're calling the ship the Enterprise.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same thing.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
It still counts precision when you hit the spot and everything around it. Sometime later. I want to see it. Where's the engine? Where is it? That does look slapped on together, doesn't it? So where do you put the mithril in there?
It's finished. It's finally finished.
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you?
You have to make 3 of
The
these?
Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for
Oh,
each.
for fuck's sakes.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work
Yeah,
comes in?
thank God. I don't want to
keep it
run around getting all this
yourself,
stuff. Report to Mitch. She's right there. You could have just continued the story.
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
You know, now that I think about
I'm
it.
proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
Is there more to this world? Because, like, I've seen the maps and the way they travel, but I'm
Now that your
wondering,
little project is finished.
is this all there is to it, or
Right.
is this just like a massive island
There's just
continent?
one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
And there's more world out there. And are there other
Lots of
Mother
day
Crystals
coming.
out there?
Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh! Ooh. Whoa, we got some quests and an upgrade.
Is that the thing Toes helped?
Let's see what we got going on over here, though. I think I have to read my missive.
He cracked the crystal too.
Oh, hold up, we got 3. Well, thumbing through the hideaway ledgers at Otto's behest and might have come across something that might need your attention. Maybe, and by that I mean immediately. You know where I'll be.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Unless, you know, he found something disturbing. Bad feeling. Clive, something ain't right with that hound of yours. When it pleases your lord to come pay me a visit at the toll. Okay.
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
Is he just bothering Grandma? A bone to pick. Alright, what's the last one? About Blackthorn. Dependence, my dear. Cheers for your help dragging Blackthorn out of the dumps the other day. Thing is, I reckon he's gone and thrown himself back in, judging by the droop of his jowls lately. So I'm thinking maybe if it weren't just the leather, what was on his body, maybe there's other demon jamming and pitchforks into his privates. I know you're a busy bullet, but next time you find yourself free, maybe we could go and ask the old bastard what's going on with him. Well, telling himself about their swimming and just the forge. Ooh, boy, another forge upgrade.
Nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
Alright, let me go ahead and pick up the last upgrade. I think it's from mid. Get off of that.
It told me she was building a ship.
Oh. So far away, goddammit. Almost there. Almost there. You're not mid.
Well. Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making.
Alembic?
Lovely bit of kit it is. Bung in a solution you want splitting, and it'll separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me.
I have no idea what you need, my dude.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. Alright. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief.
Bomb ash?
Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream.
Well, ash is used for filtration, so...
I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out?
What's that?
It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
A bomb king?
I take it that's where I come in.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame isn't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
Alright. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you kindly. And a good hunting, eh?
Alright. Gotta go kill a bomb king now. Probably be the last one I do. While we're gonna know this other stuff. Alright, let's see what goats into the ledger. Is someone cooking the books? Someone's stealing money from us? What's happening? It's not Otto. And Otto's not doing it. He's a good man, so better have a good excuse, goats. Or you're off this goddamn hideout.
Clive, did you get my letter?
Letter? What letter?
That's
Yes,
why I'm here.
that's why I'm here. What's up?
Shh. Otto might be listening.
Okay.
Is this better?
Never. Oh, how inconspicuous of you.
Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be...
Oh, for fuck's sake, it
slightly
is
behind in
bills.
its payment to certain lenders, and it's maybe my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. Zero, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Be late for that, I'd say.
There you are!
Well, this quest is
What a
complete.
surprise.
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. You know, he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen.
Everybody?
But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Jesus Christ.
5 million each.
Fifth.
They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
How do you fuck up this badly?
And it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right.
So how are we gonna get this
But that
much
doesn't
money?
mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha?
I'm not dancing.
and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, asses to wipe, and all that.
And apparently Clive, the man in charge, is
why I
free to
don't
do
mind
all
going in
this
your
business.
place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Nice.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
I'm not sure about that.
Really? Do you think so?
No.
Dude, you fucked up so bad. It's like... It's hilariously bad how bad you fucked up. Bomb sightings. Are you in the hunt for Bomb King Kubo? If you have the ability, you might have the interest. There he is. Cursebreaker aiming for the Imperial chase took a wrong turn into a nearby wood, in which she discovered the ruins of a fallen airship. And with them, a beast akin to a great ball of fire that chased her screaming from the grove. Soldiers later identified the creature in an almanac of echoes, but was firm in her insistence that the bomb she saw was near 10 times the size of the one they're in. Oh, it even has its own crown. Thought it was just gonna be big. But alright, we'll take care of that. Let's go make some payments. Oh, I'm just hoping there's no interest on these loans. Otherwise, we'd be fucked. Seriously, guys, take care of your debts. I don't. You have to keep an eye on your goddamn finances. Otherwise, this shit like this happens. Luckily, these guys had like money saved away for a rainy day.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here.
Someone
It
fucked
seems
up.
we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
Star Ruby. One of 3 brilliant gemstones acquired and set aside by Sid for a rainy day. I don't know, deems that the day is rather... Okay. They look a beaut.
A star, Ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again?
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did
Huh.
he? Quite the opposite.
So it was Sid
in
and Otto
fact.
who started the
If
whole
I recall,
hideaway
he
thing.
was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement. And rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
Oh, well, thank you.
I suppose
I do
did.
try to take care of my looks from time to time. You know, you bathe in the blood of your enemies. Alright. Isabel, she should be... I'd say if she didn't want to, charge for interest, I'd say she's like, think of it as like a paying back and a down payment for future lens.
There's talk that the glass
Did you hear that? The gates to Heaven Hall in the area were breached by someone.
Huh?
I want to see you again. It's all right. I'll be waiting.
I think I've explored everything in this area. Yep.
What am I gonna do with
Ah, the dame.
Still no caravan.
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion.
Late payment. An overdue bill, my lady. An overdue bill.
Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the hideaway's debt with the veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me.
Hey, sassy!
Tell Otto he can keep his baubles.
What are you doing?
I tried to tell him as much the first time.
Okay,
around.
thanks for the
Man
alert.
owes me nothing, nor does the hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the
Just
least
chilling?
I could do.
Nice.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
Shout out to Sassy.
It is rather fetching.
isn't it?
Luckily, at the moment, there's actually not too much happening. It's all
Very
been
well.
mostly fetch quests back and forth. I think the biggest story beat was just trying to build a boat.
You, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago. Yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy. And blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done. But it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that. Go want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Alright. You know what we have to do. I was trying to get Otto a new son. I wonder if Isabel would be able to help out with that. Well, Goat seems to be up there, so he seems like he wasn't
They
killed.
told me she was building a ship.
Goat. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Ah, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
You couldn't even do this part by yourself correctly.
I hope you have better luck than I did.
Seriously, Goats, why do we even keep you around? Any other organization, we would just have you removed from this position. Well, just talk to her. Thank you. Hey, Grandma.
Lady Karen.
Why ain't you taking payment?
Goat tells me you weren't happy with our offer. But you prefer the debt was repaid in coin.
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed.
Oh, Grandma, you're so
Surely you wouldn't
nice.
shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not.
It's like dealing with money with Grandma. It's like, no, Grandma, I don't need money. So you, mijo, te voy Grandma, I don't need this. Mijo, like, oh, fine, I'll take it.
A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce.
Who?
You wouldn't mind, would you?
No, we'll do
Not
whatever
at
you want.
all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
I honestly don't know who it is. Alright, Goats, did you finally learn your lesson?
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Uh-huh. With what money?
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you, then? Get your ass behind the desk of yours and don't get it.
Hey, gas 'em! I believe that's how it's pronounced. Thank you for the
I've seen that before.
Ooh, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it.
Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used, either out of habit or because the.
How you doing? I hope you're having a good day today.
Find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Been a fuck ton of a while. It has. What you been up to this whole time? Doing great on my day off. Oh, nice.
Give or take. Back in the day.
Glad to hear
I
it.
was a purser on
Oh,
a trade
I wouldn't mind having a day off.
Which is where I met him.
Be nice.
He bought passage to... I forget where. And having nothing better to do on the long nights, we sat up drinking Island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close. Promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was... before fate stepped in. And said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day.
What?
And there was no hiding his knack.
Oh, no.
And you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the
Oh, no.
wanted the monster taken away.
That's why he lost his
I
son.
couldn't turn my back on him. Forget what I felt. And I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could.
Just working a bunch of big changes in my life since the last time we talked.
Me.
Ah, that's so well. I hope they're all been for the good.
All I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him, who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him, who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons.
Thankfully they have. How about you, Oku? I'm doing all right. Nothing too big has been happening. I think for the first time I'm actually planning a big trip for myself, with some friends, of course. But gonna be heading to Japan during the winter during winter. It's pretty much about the biggest thing I got going on right now. Otherwise, it's just been, you know, just been working and playing games.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah.
And it can't have been easy.
Because I'm not sure, you know, it just kind of came up. Not sure when I'll get the chance to do something like that again. So I decided to, yeah, I'll jump in on it. Damn, Sid, you really
didn't let it stop him.
Dragged everybody out of here. They all look ragged.
Faith in what he believed was right.
Yeah, big same working in games. Nice. Been playing anything good as of late?
Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod if ever he should fall.
So the original people who started the highway was Sid, Otto, Sharon.
I couldn't even do that.
And I forgot his name, but he was the tavern keeper. I don't think he made it through the attack though. So late, I got really into Warframe 3 weeks ago. Oh, okay. Yeah, I tried getting into
Leave that lot.
Into that. It was fun for a bit, but I kind of got tired of it a little bit too quick. Honestly, it's not a bad game, but it does have like issues where how do I say it?
This is Sid's handwriting.
Like they'll introduce a lot of cool stuff, but all that stuff just gets pretty much only used in like one planet.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you.
Though I've seen videos where people build some nasty ass builds. It has some silly mechanics. It does.
What about it?
It's for you.
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
Damn, this quest.
Should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went.
God damn, this entire quest just started off as like some dude forgot to pay like a massive bill, and it turns into this emotional thing about one character. Like, fuck.
You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Ah, don't cut yourself short, Otto. Yeah, alone you couldn't. You yourself alone couldn't do it, but you know you are a big part of this whole place.
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
Like a big old, it's like a big old cog.
I'm going to hold you
We need
to
people in
that,
the
Otto.
right places, and you're one of the right people in the rightest of places, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
See, the machine gun
But that's
new stuff for you to do, but if you try to get everything out, then as soon as you get them, you are stuck on that one thing for like 100+ hours. Yeah. I was just trying to do the main sword for a while.
A ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Didn't really get too far, fortunately.